That's the entity that's group stalking. Group stalking by helicopter. You see the distance? Loud in my office. Loud in my office, okay? That is the entity that Carla Lopez is present on whose behalf. Okay, Carla Lopez enters into my office under the light source in directed light on behalf of the Los Angeles Police Department, which represents the state. Group stalking. And while Carla Lopez is threatening my life because I'm documenting him and he is going to federal prison, this law enforcement agency is also going to federal prison. The entire department is going to be removed. They are enemies. That's called relevant positioning, and they are under what is the direct evidence that's going to be used against the Upland Police Department, because the Upland Police Department was group stalking under a light source that's not possibly the sun either. This isn't possibly the sun while it's remaining visible through the roof over my head at the Upland Public Library. You cannot see any sky space from this location. The light source or any sunlight would be appearing inside of that Upland Public Library, as you can see through the roof. While they are amplifying, this is demonic activity. They are crossing path, creating amplified audible activity, which is massive facilitation because they're monitoring with the people. All right. And this is who Carla Lopez is present on behalf of this state that's group stalking. This is direct presence. Carla Lopez represents vicarious presence in the specific environment. In the specific environment. Hold on. There you go. In the specific environment, this is crossing path. This is P.O.C. So I just want to make sure I get that. This asininity that you see here, this is a threat. It's impossible light activity. And it's absolutely ridiculous. It's entirely demonic. And what the Los Angeles Police Department is engaging in is demonic. All right, and that's going to translate to what is their removal while they're terrorizing American citizens, corrupting the public. They are literally a wound. All right, they are pus, infecting pus to what is American society. You're going to remove them. And they're going to federal prison. And it's not just going to be the ones you're going to have to do an investigation, figure out who was flying. Oh, no. The entire department is oppressed with demon possession. The entire department. Okay? In the same way that the state of California is monitoring. In the same way that the entity is engaging in what is group stalking via the people. This aged Asian female right here is engaging what's criminal summoning. The vehicle is a means of light activity as well. As old as she is, she could be deported out of this country. But I just want to be clear. The entity wants to do anything other than they want to be a distraction. Carla Lopez is going to federal prison. He's in the specific environment. The direct evidence of what is not possibly the sun remaining documented presence over the roof of the Upland Public Library is the direct evidence not only against the state of California, the Los Angeles Police Department, the people of the state that are all in relevant position. This is evidence against all of them. They're all threatening my life together, including the one that comes in close proximity under the name of speaker companies, entering into my office in what is a phenomenon, threatening my life by the environment and the stalking conduct by the Los Angeles Police Department. All right, that's P.O.C. That is P.O.C. This is called stalking in the path. This is 1806, 8SXD758, and David Dupree are both going to be put in, David Dupree is going to federal prison, and this one right here is going to be deported. That's 8SXD758. This is P.O.C. This is another iteration of the entity going crazy. It's not a coincidence that they start sounding sirens. But let me break that down for you clinically. It's called amplified audible activity. You got a group stalker that's in the path with a method of light activity, in the engineered light, under the light source, which remains over Upland Public Library, and that's just one venue. The documented presence, the maintenance of the light source in this same exact location. I just gave you one example so you can get a vivid illustration of what they're doing and where they're doing it. And stalking in that incredible manner with helicopter, oh man, that's serving for what is a complete comprehensive prosecution. This is P.O.C. That's a demon. And there are demons all around in state vehicles sounding sirens. Those are demons. They're all watching and listening, watching me prosecute them together. Okay? This is the impunity of the state. This is going toward Rita Vega. The demon-possessed engage in an ongoing obsessive endeavor to continue to monitor you and do so in the face of their exposure and in the face of their prosecution. Like any other stalker that continues to do so, you're going to, how would you treat any other stalker in the Superior Court? You would prosecute them as the stalker that they are under existing state law, and you would also bring into question reasonably based on their obsessive stalking conduct. Even after a plaintiff has enforced their rights, you would bring into question their mental state. That's exactly what's going on with the entity. That malice is going toward the whole entity she's facilitating, and that's a demon. It doesn't matter what their race or their age is. It's not a coincidence that it's in the engineered environment. It's not a coincidence that the entity starts sounding sirens. It's not a coincidence that the entity is amplifying helicopter activity that's amplified in my office at a distance. They're demons. All right, and this demonic conduct is serving for terrorism and its prosecution of the people of the state. But I want to be clear. Let's go back to the original. Carla Lopez, speaker companies, present on behalf of that state that's stalking by helicopter. The state is represented by the Los Angeles Police Department, a demon-possessed entity, and they continue to demonstrate it for the world. I've let you know what they're doing, and then they continue to do it, and you're witnessing them. That's why that impossibility is present. That's why the impossibility is present. Okay, that's why the impossibility is present, and that's what that impossibility means about them. All right, this is P.O.C. It's currently 3:04 p.m. 8 o'clock in the morning. It was right here, same building, 1810. Here it is, right here. And where does it say? At 5 p.m., 2 hours later, it's just right here in alignment. That's not the sun. And that was never the sun at Upland Public Library. Upland Police, those inside of the Upland Public Library, I told you you're going to federal prison, and you are. This is P.O.C.